Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a great week. I am just trying to get through the work week. I had a quick doctor's appointment yesterday and I had the beginnings of an ear infection. So they gave me antibiotics. I'm not quite feeling 100% yet, but hopefully I will feel better in the next couple of days. I know a lot of people are getting sick right now. There is a lot going around. So if you are not feeling well, I hope you get better soon. Well, I got some really cool books in the mail today from award-winning horror writer Blake Best. I recently interviewed Blake for an upcoming episode of The Marino Show. It will air sometime in January. Once I have the date nailed down, I will post a promo and share all of that information on my social media channels. But Blake, again, is an award-winning horror writer. He wrote his first essay at the age of 9. That's when he was published, at the age of 9, on the famed cryptid, the Loch Ness Monster. He has a number of books out. He's also a musician and has scored some films and recently scored a new film. We talked about that in our upcoming interview. And he absolutely loves horror. And so he wrote a book, one of his many books. This is Razor's Edge. It is a Freddy Krueger origin novel. If you are a fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, this book is for you. It basically gives a background on Freddy Krueger, about his childhood, how he grew up, why he became the monster that he became. And Blake sent me the PDF version of this to read ahead of our interview. And I loved it so much. So when we were talking during the interview, I was just like, oh, I want to buy that book. So he had some on his website that you can buy. And I'll share the website address here at the bottom of the screen. So if you're interested in any of his books, you can go there and look them up and order them. But this book is so good. And I'm actually a fan of physical media. I know we live in a world of streaming and online books, but I wanted the actual physical copy. So I ordered it. Blake sent it to me. He signed it. It says, "How sweet, fresh meat. Thank you for being so awesome. Your friend, Blake Best." If you know that quote, you know it's in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street films. But like I said, I love the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. I have a poster behind me right there. There you go. There's the first one. And I could not stop reading this. When he sent me the PDF version, I just kept flipping through it and reading it on my Mac. And I just was intrigued and I wanted to learn more. And it really did give the background on Freddy Krueger, and it actually ties in characters from the films in this origin novel. So it's not only about Freddy, it's the actual story of Springwood, Ohio, and all the residents that lived there that had to deal with the murders of the children that Freddy killed. And it ties in neatly with all of the films. If you are a huge fan of the film, you'll catch all the Easter eggs in this book. But again, Razor's Edge, and there on the back, you can see Blake with one of the real Freddy Krueger gloves. He actually has some memorabilia from the films, which leads me to another book. So I ordered a few books and then he gave me one. So this is Behind the Screams, The Dream Masters Revealed. It is a behind the scenes book on everything that took place on the Nightmare on Elm Street 4 film, The Dream Master. And, there's pictures in here. It talks all about, the film, the making of the film. There's the roach scene. I won't show you too much because I want you to order it. I like supporting, indie artists, indie filmmakers, and people who fund their own books, authors who fund their own stuff, any artists who do that. So please go to his website. If you are a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, this is another must-have. I haven't had a chance to flip through all of it yet, but if you love everything Nightmare on Elm Street, this gives you like a behind-the-scenes look at everything about Nightmare on Elm Street 4. So that is called Behind the Screams, The Dream Masters Revealed. And then here are two other books that Blake has written. This is The Within. It's a cool cover there. I'll read the back to you. A teenage boy discovers a film script and reads it, releasing a malevolent force that threatens to tear his entire life apart. Terrified for himself and his family, he seeks help from a priest who is keeping a dark secret of his own. Can he be freed from the within, or will he become a casualty of the evil of its evil essence? So this is another good one that I'm looking forward to reading, The Within. And then this is Fathom, another book by Blake. And it says Jack Warner is a cryptozoologist and the famed writer of Keeper of the Loch, a book on the elusive Loch Ness Monster. He is offered a job by millionaire paranormal investigator Chris McDonald to be a part of an expedition that is touted as the definitive search for the monster. Jack finds himself on the shores of the legendary lake, but will he be ready for what lies beneath the surface of Loch Ness? So again, another book, Fathom. I look forward to reading that as well. So a big thank you to Blake for sending these to me, and he actually wrote messages in each one. So that was very, very nice of him. And again, his interview will be airing in January. And as I said earlier, I will share all of that information on my channels. And Blake is actually also an actor. He was in a recent horror film, He Comes to Kill, which is a Strange Studios film by August Aguilar. If you haven't seen that film, go to Strange Film Studios YouTube channel and watch that. That film just came out last month, November, I believe. And it's really good. I love it. I did an interview with August that you can also find on my YouTube channel, The Marino Show. He is a filmmaker, so go look that up as well. Anyhow, I just wanted to check in with y'all, talk about these cool books that I got in the mail. I'm going to reread Razor's Edge because, like I said, I just love physical media, having the book to actually read in my hands instead of just online. So I'm very excited about that. And if you're interested in anything that Blake is writing or has written in the past, you can go to his website and find all that cool information there. I hope that you have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your week. Talk to you later.